Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I certainly do appreciate it. Again, miss you guys. Today's beer, again, we're going to continue on with the Hop Butcher beers that Jeremiah has sent me in the beer mail package. This is Reply Hazy. Try again. Guys, I did this beer once before back in the end of 2020 and it blew me away. Right there at the middle of the pandemic and all that kind of stuff, couldn't get anything, and they sent me these beers and I was blown away. So we shall see if I'm still blown away with this beer as I was, and I think it was November of 2020 that I had this beer the last time. 7.5%, and again, these guys are up near Chicago in Illinois, and they've been doing this one for a while. I don't know if this is the first time they've done it since the last one I got in 2020. It may be, or I just may have not got the one in between, so I don't have any idea. So they do so many of them, and they do them so damn well. It doesn't really matter to me. Everything I get in the mail from these guys is pretty damn tasty. So over to Untapped Citra, and it's on the front of the can. Citra, Motica, and Simcoe Hop Double IPA. Again, 7.5%. Looks very cloudy here, guys. And like I said, I was blown away the last time I had this. So we shall see if this one does the same thing. Of course, yesterday's blew me away. It was a pale ale. This is an IPA. Exactly what I'm talking about. As far as what I commented on yesterday. If you don't want to drink a 7.5 and you want to drink something like a 6%er, you could go with that beer instead of this one. You're going to get just pretty much a super hop bursting flavorful beer like you're going to get here more than likely. Again, like I said, packaged on 9/12/22, and again, we're at the end of September here, so getting ready to jump into October. So Reply Hazy, it's got a big 8-ball on the front of it here. Try again, and I'm thinking the can artwork is pretty much the same as it was the last time. So I don't know if they changed any or just reusing the same label. So enough flapping of the gums. Now it's time for the pouring of the beer. Again, it's a little lighter colored than a bright orange juice, but still pretty damn close looking in the glass. I'm not sure, because I had a little bit of sediment in yesterday's beer can when I got off camera and went in there. I looked in the can, I didn't do a good enough swirly swirl. I didn't think I needed to on a beer that was 8 days old, but again, doing that also increases the head factor and all that. So a lot of times if I over swirl it, it's just so much head it won't fit in the glass before I go off camera. It just agitates it so much that you can't get it all in there. That's what's going to happen here, guys. I'm not going to be able to get it all in there without running it over. But I wanted to make sure I got it all out of the bottom this time. But anyway, it's not going to change the appearance any. Right around finger and a half. I usually don't get it all in there on the initial pour anyway. That's an awesome looking beer, guys. That's super creamy looking monster. I don't say monster. It's not a monster. Finger and a half. That ain't monster. A very decent looking head there. Very nice. What do you think? I mean, if I ordered a beer and they served me that, I mean, it would have to be really nasty tasting, but because that appearance is, it's a 10. That appearance is a 10. Who knows? Oranges, grapefruit, Now remember, it's got Citra, Motica, and Simcoe. So Citra and Simcoe, very citrusy, grapefruity. Motica, a little tropical fruit notes. A very nice company. And I think I've brewed a couple times with Motica, but nothing to the extremes of the hopping that they're getting when they do these type of beers, guys. I mean, that's the hops in this beer is probably the hops I would, per ratio, would probably be, I would do 10 beers of that hop. So I never did over hopping beer where, and of course I never did do a New England style anyway. I had Whirlpool and all that stuff. So anyway, it smells awesome. I mean, it's everything. I mean, if you think about a fruit, yeah, it's in there. That smells awesome. That's a very nice combination of hops. Let's taste it. Cheers, everybody. Jeremiah and everybody at Hop Butcher. You guys rock. Smooth. 7.5, smooth. I can almost swear it has lactose in it. It's not overly sweet, but that's a superb combination if there's no lactose in this. Well, I can see why excuse me, why I gave it the grade that I did last time. That is a very nice beer. And look at the lacing already. Very, very, very nice. Now, I can probably get the rest of it in there. Oh, I thought I seen a big chunk. Oh yeah, we got some chunkiness going in there. So we loosen some stuff up by doing that. Make sure you do that. If you're after all that goodies that's in the bottom, make sure you do that. Because I thought I did it good yesterday and swirled around, but like I said, when I went in there, before I threw the can away and crushed it, and I looked in there and went, oh wow, man, there was a nice cake in the bottom that I didn't get out, and I'm going, ah. Anyway, let's go sip on this one. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it quite a while. Awesome lacing on the glass. Guys, I can understand why I gave it a 10 last time. It is super tasty, a lot of chunkiness in the bottom. It was a very nice sediment. It doesn't take long. Even if you swirl it up, 30 seconds later it's settling back down. So a lot of hops in this beer. And that's something, you know, some people, at one time I didn't care for that, but now that I'm older and wiser and realize what that stuff is, it's nothing bad for you. That's just hops that has settled down in the beer. So if you're a hophead, don't let that go to waste. Don't pour that out. You're missing out if you do. Guys, I enjoyed this beer thoroughly. It is super tasty. Got everything that I'm looking for. And I can just as easy give this beer another 10. Seriously. Final choke. And I can see, when I turn the glass up, I can see that yellow stuff on the bottom there just sitting there. So we don't want to leave that. Especially on the final chug, you want to get all that out of there. So you see that in there? Don't let it go. Final chug. That's a hop blast right at the end of that beer. Pow! Wow. That's awesome, guys. I was going to give it like a 98 or a 99. Not to be repetitive and give 2 10s in a row, but guys, it's pretty damn awesome. Might have a slight bitter bite on that last sip with all that hop sediment in there, but other than that, it's perfect for my palate. And that's where I'm going with it. Guys, I am. I'm going to give it a 10. It's a 10 beer. I have no reason not to. It's got everything that I'm looking for in a 7.5% double IPA. So, over to Gregsbeerreviews, 91 outstanding. Over to Untapped, they have it at 4.23. That is top of their A- or A scale. It's right in the middle. It's not their A+ scale. So there's a beer here, guys, all the way around from everybody. So I think it's a top notch. I think it's outstanding, world class. So just as impressive to me as it was in November of 2020. So, and I would buy this all day long if I could get it here. So if you've had Reply Hazy, try again, and this is the 2022 edition. So if you've got one sitting in your fridge from 2020, it's still going to be good, but it ain't going to be as hoppy as this. That would be a very curious thing to have a 2020 edition and a 2022 edition. And I know where that's going to be. I mean, the 2020 is going to be a lot more maltier than the 2022, but is it still, whoops, is it still going to be super hoppy as compared to something that's going to be a malt bomb by that time? That would be a thing. So Jeremiah, if you're watching, if you got a 2020 sitting around and a 2022 still left, send me to them. I'll do a side by side. What do you think about that? Anyway, guys, loved it. So if you've had the 2022 edition, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.